So what is the project about?
So everybody has that one photograph on them that they keep in their wallets or in their photo albums that is very near or very lovely to them because that captures a specific moment. But the problem is, in the late 20th century, the photographs or the dyes that they used to print on them weren't very good. So they lose their color pigmentation over time and they generally turn towards yellow. This is just one of the many damages that a photo suffers in due course of time. So Restore It is just as a program which helps you preserve that one dear photograph that you have and keep it and make it immemorable in the course of time.
So what exactly inspired you to take up this project?
So to be honest, it was kind of a eureka moment. And it was one class where we were discussing about high-tech startups, and the teacher wanted us to come up with some sort of startup idea. And I remember reading this about in some blog or forum that they needed a service that should be a one-stop shop for photo restoration, because right now the solution that is available for most powerful solution is the Adobe Photoshop, but it requires a high level of skills because it has adjustment layer, hue and saturation. All those tools require a very deep knowledge to be exploited at its optimum level. So that is why there is this one need of one tool that everybody can use to preserve their valuable memories. That is the main idea which inspired me.
Who exactly is your target audience?
My target audience is everybody in this world except infants or people who cannot be using computers. But the thing is, if you have a photograph, you are my target audience. And photographs have been a very integral part of our life ever since the invention of camera. So everybody who, whether it be hard copies, which we have in the late 20th century, or right now, which right now the photos we have digitized. So the problem with hard copies I mentioned, in due course of time, they lose pigmentation or they get torn. Or even if you must have noticed that if you fold a photograph for a long period of time, you get a white line across the fold. That is called a fold damage. These are the very few damage that a hard copy suffers. Likewise, the digital copies suffer corruption in the process of transfer of information or bits of pixels. So every now and then, a lot of image information is lost, and that is the one that is my target market, to recover that lost piece of information and give it to back to the audience.
What was your action plan?
So first of all, first and foremost step is always obviously the background survey or the literature research. So background survey or literature research. I recently found out that this area, that image and video processing and image restoration, has been gaining a lot of traction in the last few years. There are few research papers. One of them proposed a really a novel method called the deep convolution generative adversarial neural networks. The name sounds heavy, I know that, but the thing is, it is a subclass of GANs which can be used to create parts of images. Deep convolution neural network is basically GANs convolved with a deep CNN, and that is and the hybrid of the two can be used for multi-purpose. It can be used for colorizing the image or even make up a image part, and that is my main action plan, to develop DCGNN for this project.
What do you hope to accomplish in future?
The one contrasting feature that I want to accomplish is develop a model which can detect and classify the damage a photo suffers, which will help me facilitate the restoration process even better.